Against Tyler Catalano. Some size on this draw. Frias 6'4", Catalano at 6'4" as well, and it is the Wagner into the Cornell end. Veilleux, outlet feed to Stanley. Stanley over the line. Walsh gets it to Stanley in the corner. Bentham checks him up for Yale. Walsh sends it around the end wall. Pirtle able to keep it alive for the Big Red. Drops it for Figueres, across to Stanley. Hoyt Stanley looks to center up Pirtle. He takes it off the wall. Walsh behind the net to Pirtle. Back to Walsh, steps in front. That one off the side of the cage. Figueres with it for the Big Red. Figueres steps up, across, one-time chance, Walsh! He scores! Ryan Walsh! Second goal of the weekend from Figueres, and the goal by Cornell gives the Big Red a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, penalty had just expired, so it was a full-strength goal. But Figueres doing a nice job sliding across the top of the blue line. Walsh opening it up for the one-timer. Figueres seeing him the whole.
Barlev wise on the draw against Castagna. 1 second left on this Yale power play. Off the draw. Figueres tips it to Kraft as the teams are at even strength. Castagna behind the net. Castagna throws it in front. Kraft a shot. Save, rebound! Score! Hiscock. The freshman gets his second of the season, and Cornell goes on top 2-0.
Yeah, the effort of Jake Kraft to get that puck down deep. Castagna staying with it. And Kraft going to the front of the net. Regan using his big body, reaching around. And when the second rebound came out, he just buried it home. So, real nice play by Regan.
Face-off coming back into the Yale end. Kraft and Castagna the assists on the Hiscock goal, but 2 even strength goals for Cornell. One came just after the power play expired, and this one coming just after a penalty kill expired.
Although neither will go down as a special teams event, both of them were absolutely related to performance on the special teams.
The Julian after it in the corner. Ryan sends it to the far side wall. Veilleux to a knee, can't control the puck. Instead, out to center ice, O'Donnell for Berger. Berger back for O'Donnell. He scores his 3rd goal of the weekend after 2 against Colgate last night. O'Donnell gets one back for Yale. It's now 2-1.
Yale getting out quick up in transition. Cornell turning the puck over in the offensive zone right at the hash marks. Veilleux losing his footing as he was cutting back, and Yale jumping on it.
Waves at it, can't get it in the zone. Figueres drops it for Kraft, who clears in. Change coming for Cornell. Hooker up to O'Donnell, tips it. Ryan waves at it, Castagna after it. Bentham pokes it away from Castagna, and Shen flips it up and out. All the scoring here in the second. Goals by Walsh and Hiscock for Cornell. O'Donnell for Yale. Here's DeSantis. Leaves it for Ryan. Ryan trying to fight through traffic. Score! Nick DeSantis!
Great forecheck effort. It's going to be interesting. The Yale bench is obviously talking to whoever's watching the video up here in the box, because that's going to be real close to being offsides. And not quite sure if Ryan kept it in, but whether he kept it in or not, it was a beautiful play by DeSantis coming across the middle, heads up, opening up Stark, sliding it on the ice.
Bentham trying to get to it first. DeSantis beats him to the puck. Backhands this one to Stanley. The Julian gets a touch. Comes on net. Stark hands it off to Bentham. Shannon drops it into the center zone, picked up by Forrester, brings it over. Stanley on it first, though, as it comes loose in the corner. He takes a check. Walsh from behind, pokes it loose, and Veilleux has it for the Big Red. Long looking for Arsenault. He'll drop it down to the corner, Long in front. Walsh, tough angle, chance! He scores! Ryan Walsh! Walsh, his second of the game, his third of the weekend, and Cornell on top 4-1.
Yeah, Arsenal just getting it deep, long, making the play to the center of the ice to Walsh, and Walsh not overthinking it, trying to start top shelf near post, and puck was able to just leak its way through and find the back of the net.
Device on display here tonight at Atlanta Rink.
Yeah, I've been around this game a long time, well over 50 years, and this is a first. Not that I haven't seen ice repairs, but ice repairs during the game, getting the full effect of the fire extinguisher. Officials making some repairs. Teams on the bench.
Gonna have to outfit the Zambonis with those fire extinguishers.
Yeah. We're gonna have to check.
Chen wins it. Hall comes up to it for Yale. To the corner, takes a big hit. Devlin puts him down to the rocks and now looks to get the puck. Finds Fisher. Bentham sends it in front. Steered aside by Cornwall. Fisher on the backhand works this one out. Devlin giving chase. Devlin and O'Donnell meet in the corner. O'Donnell sends it to the far side. Wallace is there. Bentham wrapping him up. Comes free. Catalano up top for O'Brien. Hands it off to Fisher. Through the screen, blocked. O'Donnell got the block, and Chen has the puck. A 2-on-1 developing. Chen, toe drag, shot, kicked aside by Cornwall, and then Chen follows up his own rebound and puts it home. Yale cuts this Cornell lead to 2.
13:57 left. Yale coming up ice in an odd man rush. Turnover at the blue line, and Yale capitalizing on it. Cornell's going to be looking at that, saying, just got to get the puck deep, up by 3
in the third. The Julian up top to O'Brien. Off the end wall, DeSantis collects. Fisher with it. Ryan takes it off the end boards. Hunt is on him. DeSantis behind the net. I'm going to shake away from Barlev. Wise gets it to DeJulian. The freshman goes to his classmate Ryan. Now Fisher to Ryan. It skips his stick. Hunt is on it. Berger sends it up, not out to Julian. Shot! That might have been blocked in front. Here's DeSantis. Fisher keeps it in the zone. Over to O'Brien. Through the screen! Score! Ryan with the goal, the deflection in front, and Cornell on top, 5-2.
Cornell getting good pressure, moving it around the perimeter. Jack O'Brien heads up. Saw Ryan coming across the front of the net, fired it looking for a stick, and Ryan, great hand-eye coordination, deflected it to the far side. Beaten Stark